All right, let's gather up some tools, torque wrench. I'm gonna try to be doing this by hand today. Don't want to get the compressor going. Don't want to piss off the neighbors, I guess. My new neighbors. Met Anthony today. Cool cat. Shout out, Anthony. All right, here we go. Right here. Take the hubcaps off. Right. Yep. Outer pads still look alright, but the inner pad's probably worn out. Before I begin, front brake pads and rotors on this 2015 Toyota RAV4 LE. Let's go. I'm gonna grab some gloves on because I'm a prima donna. I ain't trying to get my hands dirty. You know, I once heard somebody say, if you don't want to get your hands dirty, you shouldn't be working on cars. Now, who comes up with this stuff? That's what gloves are for. Come on now. Bought these from Costco right here. Nitrail gloves. Oh, actually, you know what? I'm tripping. I'll do the mismatch gloves first. All right, y'all know how to do, right? You've done this before. So, of course, we're going to loosen the lug nut. Put the car in the air. Zap it off with my cordless impact. So I'm not going to record this part. Show you guys once I have everything up in the air. Always use jack stands. Safety first. All right, we're about to lose some daylight. So as you can see, maybe you can't see, brake fluid is a little bit on the low side. That's an indicator that you either have worn out brake pads or there's a leak in the system. I don't think there's a leak in the system. Otherwise, the brake pedal will sound or will feel spongy and soft and you won't have no brakes. All right, losing some precious daylight. It's okay, we'll get it done. I already had some lug nuts removed. All right. Whew. Let's take a look and see. How's it looking? Any metal to metal? Pretty thin on this side, but not metal to metal, but I think it's gonna be on the right side. All right, when I get the right side out, let's take a look. Interesting. Doesn't look like there's metal to metal. I don't know what I'm hearing there. But it definitely needs brake pad and rotors. Cause like starting to see hot spots right there. And the brakes pulsate really bad. Didn't want to waste my time trying to resurface it. So, all right. Plus I don't think my brake lace will work on this. All right, bust out my 14mm socket. Made by Husky. Made it with my snap-on 3/8 drive ratchet. Oh, come on. Don't tell me you're spinning. Spinning ain't winning. It's messed up. You are spinning. Now I gotta get a socket. I mean a wrench. Let me see. It looks like a 17. Yeah, looks like a 17. Let's see. Alright, normally I don't like doing this, but all my wrenches are too thick. I don't remember how I did this last time. I've done brakes with this before. You know what? It's probably I was using my impact. Right now the battery is low, so I probably didn't have that issue where spinning ain't winning. So now I'm lifting up the calipers, and this Toyota messing with me where they didn't give us enough brake line, so I could pull this all the way off. Bastards. All right, now we got it. Works. We got this. All right, let's see. Put it down here so it's not dangling. All right, let's look at the brake pad. Oh, it was hitting metal to metal, just on the edge though. All right, so need to transfer over to shims because Toyota doesn't provide shims like Honda does. All right, let's have at it. I gotta take out the calipers too because I'm changing out the rotors. All right, so this is the one thing I hate about Nissan and Toyota. They don't provide the shims, so I gotta transfer it over. And I think they only have the wear sensor on one side, so either this one broke off or just on the driver's side, which is kind of silly because how do you know which brake pad's gonna wear more? They're not always even. So anyway, so I'm gonna transfer over the shims. Shoot, you know what? I forgot I usually put moly coat on the back of these to make it quiet. I don't know if I have any on me, so let me check on that real quick. Okay, easy peasy. I'm only gonna show you one side because it's the same thing on the other side. Right, here we go. Two 17mm bolts need to come off. Easy peasy, using a breaker bar. All hand tools tonight. Well, I lied, not all hand tools. I still have my cordless impact right here. Woo, that one's tight. Who did this last? Not me. It's Toyota. Whoo, I'm out of shape. Winded, breathing hard. working on the ground. All right, now I could use the cordless impact. Cheat a little bit. Booyah, right in the forearm. Whoo, out of shape. All right. So metal to metal was just on the edge. Probably could have salvaged this rotor. Like I said, I'm pretty sure looks like my Honda brake lathe might work on there. Actually, it's not mine, it's my coworker's. He let me use it when I was doing Honda brakes on the side. Okay, anyway, gotta compress that piston in still. For now, I'm gonna go grab the rotor, spray it down with some parts wash, spray this down a little bit, clean this up a little bit, slap it on, then I'll compress that piston, then I'll put together these pads. Easy peasy, anybody could do it. Spray this down. Oh, I hate when that damn straw comes off. Damn straw. That was the last straw. Just kidding, no it wasn't.
You're gonna chase the other one too?
Yeah, you have to. It's like buying shoes. You don't buy one shoes. That's what I tell when people ask me that. I said, well, would you buy one shoe? They're like, no. Same thing with the brakes. Yeah, you always have to do it in pairs. It comes as a set anyway, so you can't just do one side even if you wanted to. With the rotors, it's a different story. You can, because they don't sell them as a set. You could buy it individually. So I'm not putting these on backwards. I'm just, well, I am putting them backwards, but I'm just gonna spray this down real quick. I don't really wipe them because on the dealer they don't douse it with all kinds of oil like they do in the aftermarket. Good enough. Then I take a lug nut to hold it flush so that way when I'm putting the caliper on I'm not struggling. All right. We lost daylight, got the street light, we're good, and my GoPro light. So now I wiped off the grease off of the caliper pin. Then I wipe off this one too. Clean it off and put new grease on. Alright, here we go. Working from the sidewalk. Lube that mug. Lube it well. I was told lubrication is the key. Ain't that right, Nick? Good old coworker Nick from Honda. He's quarter Pinoy power, quarter white, and he's half Mexican. Shout out to Nick. Same thing with this caliper pin. I'm gonna wipe it off, lube it up. After that, I'm gonna compress this piston. There's a few ways I like to put this piston back. I'll either use this tool or lockjaw plier, aka channel locks. But tonight, I'm gonna use the brake pads and this special tool. I bought this when I first started out, so I like to use it once in a while. And plus I couldn't fit this through there because the piston, it's not giving me enough space to put it in because I wore the brake pads. I mean, you could say metal to metal. So all I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna, whoa, come on man. There you go, just dropped it. Need an assistant. There we go, caliper piston has been pushed in, leaving room for the new brake pads. So now I'm going to put the caliper back in. New grease on here on this caliper pin, new grease on that one. Slides well, good to go. I'm going to wipe these brake pad holders down. Actually, I'll just parts wash it. Kind of lazy right now. Good to go. Got time for that. And then prep the brake pads with Moly Coat and transferring over the shims. Alright, just for the heck of it, I'll put the caliper in first. Booyah. Booyah. Don't want to line up just because I'm holding the camera. All right, I got you. Started the threads by hand. Had to put the camera down because it's a little bit of a struggle. All right. What's up? I'm in the middle of making a video. What's going on? What's up? You there? Lost you?
Yeah.
What's up? What's going on? I'm doing a
I have an idea.
front brake pad video, bro. 2015 RAV4 on the wifey's car. 2015 RAV4 front brake pad and rotor replacement. Finally doing it.
What are you saying? I can't hear you.
Oh, bro. I hate cell phones. I'm doing a video on brakes on Rachel's car. Front brake pads and front rotors.
Okay, I'm on the freeway. That's why it's hard to hear.
Yeah, you gotta stop calling people while you're driving, bro. What you think?
So
Who do you think you are, me? Time to slap the pads on like so. So I'm not really gonna record the other side, but I'll show you what I mean by the sensor. All right, this one's hard to see, so. All right, I'm tripping. This better be the right pads. Oh, hell no. Fuck. God damn it. It's the wrong fucking pads. Okay, that bites. Excuse my language. Damn. Well, at least the rotors look right. Wow, this really sucks. Wow. And tomorrow's Sunday. Toyota's closed. Ain't that about a trip? This sucks. Alright. Gonna have to stop right here. Gotta figure something out. I was wondering why I couldn't get the brake pads on. See? Fuck, this sucks. Excuse my language, but damn, this sucks. Oh well. I might put the bad rotors back on. Alright, what a day. Man, that was some bull. Anyway, it's hot, so what I did was put the old rotor back, and I put the worn out inner pad on the outside and the one with 2 millimeters pads on the inside, and that'll hopefully get us by, because tomorrow's Sunday. The dealer's not open on Sunday. I get a pretty good discount, so why not? Anyway, so we'll continue this another time. Yeah. Gonna eat this ice cream sandwich real quick. And by the way, I gotta pump the brakes because I did compress the piston. Always pump your brakes. And remember, Team Mixer is not, or Extra Garage is not responsible for any mishaps that you might do trying to follow this video. This is just entertainment purposes. You've seen those on the descriptions. If you don't know what you're doing, find somebody that does. Read the owner's manual. Take it to a professional. This is just for entertainment purposes and info only. All right, continue. Gets another. Damn, I'm tired. We'll continue this at another time. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. You know what? I don't even know how Arbel's gonna edit this. We're gonna continue this anyway, so I'm not gonna close out this video after all. All right, we're over here back at Toyota. Got to see what's up with these brake pads. Those are different. Is the part number totally different? Oh yeah, those look smaller already just by looking at it. Oh yeah. Let's see. Yeah, see how it's smaller? Shorter right there?
Oh,
yeah, okay. That's the difference. So, if I remember right, like this, it's my Spam brake dust catcher. Pretty much, we already had the rotors going in, and we're just slapping on the pads. So what I'm gonna do, you already saw it, so I'm just gonna get to that point where I'm putting the pads on and then have at it. All right, second thought, got the wifey's nephew filming, so yeah, let's go ahead and show you how it's done. 14 millimeter socket, take it off like so, move this over, wham wham, bada boom bada bing. like the other side. This one's kind of tough. Let me go. Wiggle it just a little bit. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Bam, son. You gotta be careful with this because you don't want it hanging on the brake line. So if it falls, it's gonna be hanging on the brake line. So this is the driver's side. Look how thin it is. Almost nothing left. Yeah. Old pads. Oh shoot. Even the sensor is okay, so the wear sensor is missing. It might have broken off. I'm just gonna slap the pads on. Later on down the line, I'm gonna have to get a wear sensor for it. It's funny I didn't hear the wear sensor, probably because I'm always bumping that music. All right, next we take off the caliper. 2 17mm screws, caliper bracket. All right, second thought, we'll save this for late after this. I'm gonna push in the piston. So there's many ways how to do this. You could use a channel lock, lockjaw plier, whatever you want to call it. But channel lock is a brand, you know, you could get technical with that. Anyway, so I have 2 tools here. I could use this, use an old brake pad, wind it in. So I'm gonna wind it in just enough so I could get this tool in. So I could use both. You don't really need these tools, but I have them, so I'm gonna use them. Might as well use them. Might as well. So right now we're compressing the piston in just enough so I could use the other tool. I mean, I'm almost there. I might as well finish it off, but using the other tool is actually easier. So bam. Oop, wrong way. This tool is from Matco. Got it off of the tool truck when I was working at the Honda dealer. It's good to have. All right, so piston is in. Check it out. Perfect, no air bubbles. I don't need to mess with the dust boot. So what I like to do now is I flip it over like this, get all the brake dust off, because I'm gonna wipe this off like you guys seen earlier on the other day when you had the wrong pads. Clean it off, put new lube, and then we can take the bracket off. All right, so much easier with a camera, man.
Yeah.
So now I'm gonna take off this lower caliper pin bolt. So right now I'm trying to finesse off the dust boot. Don't want to go to town on it. Oh dang, this pin is stuck. The heck?
Oh, it is?
Yeah, that's not good. That'll prematurely wear out brake pads right there. Wiggled it just a little bit. There we go. You see this boot right here? Or not boot. You see this rubber? It's supposed to help prevent vibrations. But what I hate about this rubber, it always gets deteriorated. You see how it's pushed in all the way over here? So now if we try putting it in, see how it's like all like loose?
Yep.
So if we put it in, it's gonna bind up, or it's gonna want to push the thing out because there's gonna be air trapped in here and whatnot. So here's a solution for that. You just take it off. Don't need it. I've never had an issue with rattling by taking this thing off, but by leaving it on, I've seen it you know, cause issues with the brakes because it's pushing out. So, and that'll prematurely wear the brake pads. So what I'm going to do is just lube it real nice. Probably get more in this area right here where the rubber was. So anyway, put it in. Boom, look at that, nice and smooth. So now we're gonna wipe off this top caliper pin. Wipe it off nice, taking off all the old grease. Like Morse code. All right. Okay, so we're good with the caliper pins. There's my reminder. Supposed to be doing something, I guess. Two of these caliper bracket bolts are 17 millimeter. Ba-bam, ba-bam. We've been through this already. We would have been done with this car already, Raph.
Yeah.
But no, we had to get the wrong brake pads. But it happens. Not our fault. How are we supposed to know? We just tell them what year, what make, boom. I mean what model? Because it's Toyota dealer. A Toyota. Okay, to speed up the process, I'm gonna use my cordless impact, which is the wrong socket. Damn it. Anyhow, now that I got the right socket, 17 millimeter, not 19. For some reason, my 19 was in my 17 millimeter slot, so that was my bad. Bam. Bam. So now, booyah. See, the rotor wants to jump out already. See, only Honda, I think Nissans and Toyotas, they don't have rotor screws to hold these. The wheel actually holds it on. But there's I don't know if it's a myth or what, but supposedly the rotor screws is just for when they're assembling at the factory, so it's not dangling like this. But now Honda got smart and they only put one instead of two. Alright, before we go any further, if you compare the brake pad size, it's pretty much even Steven now. By the way, these are aftermarket Akebono pads. I decided to go that route. It wasn't that far off from OEM, so this time went OEM, true OEM. Akebono is actually an OEM equivalent, so nothing wrong with using that. But like I said, the wear indicators are missing, so they probably broke off, probably for when we were bumping our radio, listening to YouTube, listening to highway to the danger zone, you know. Anyhow, Toyota and Nissan, they don't like giving a moly coat. Basically, it's a paste that absorbs vibration. It helps with the brake noise. But if your brakes are brand new, they shouldn't squeak, right? But that's not true. They squeak sometimes. So anyway, I'm just gonna transfer over the brake pad shims. This also helps with brake noise vibration, supposedly. So you get the picture. Pretty much spreading the moly coat paste all over the backside of the rotor. It helps absorb vibration. I mean, what am I trying to say? It helps with brake noise, which is also caused by vibration of the brake pads rubbing onto the rotor. Anyway, just like so, bam, bam. Gonna do the back side as well. Pretty much the same thing on the passenger side. This is the driver's side right now. So bam, brake pads are ready to go in. Let's do it. Gotta take out the rotor first and replace it with the new one. All right, go ahead and clean this off. Make sure we wipe it down, I guess. Make sure it's clean, so we got a nice even surface for the new rotors. Alright, let me get the new rotors. Alright, here's the new rotors. Bam! And then just grab a lug nut, just like before. Alright, so I already put the bolts in, so it's ready to go. Just gotta start it off by hand, make sure it catches thread, and it does. We'll zap this in. I would zap away, but it's late at night and I don't want neighbors complaining, so I'm gonna do the rest by hand with the breaker bar. Good to go. Put in the brake pads now. Just go in there at a 45 degree, nearly 45 degree. and then hold it. Bam, just like that. So boom, like this, same thing. It's just hard to see up here. I'm gonna have to stick my head up in there. Ooh, there you go. All right, so now you can put the caliper back on. Take out the air bubbles from the air pockets from the dust boot. Now we take this 14mm bolt, start it off by hand, change out the socket. Boom. We're done with the brakes. I still got to do the other side, but y'all get the picture. Bam. So new rotors, nice fresh cut OEM rotors. Just got to do the other side, but you seen that the other night, well, first part of this video. So now once I'm all done, I'm gonna go inside, pump the brakes, make sure they're nice and firm, so that way the brake pads and piston are seated together, so that way you'll have, you know, immediate brake action. That's why you pump the brakes. Anyway, just got to put the tires on, torque it down to 85, 90. Actually, I'll torque it to 85 foot-pounds. I think it calls for 76. There's a window. Toyota has some weird stuff, but they have a window, 75, 76 to 80. But anyway, yeah, so that's how you do front pads and rotors on the 2015 RAV4. All right, real quick, just wanted to show you guys this. So since I had the wrong brake pads the other night, what I did was put the super worn out one on the outside, and then the outside one on the inside, just to buy some time, because Sunday the dealership was closed. So yep, so it officially did truly go metal to metal. But anyway, the rotors were super warped anyway. So just wanted to share that with you guys. I'm gonna just finish this off now. Might as well go on a quick road test real quick before calling it a night.